Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Raditya Maulana, and here I'm from class X1B, and here I'm gonna tell you a story about the legend of Cindelaras. Okay, let's hear it. Let's start it. Uh, Long time ago, there was a kingdom in Jenggala, whose king was named Raden Patah. He lived peacefully with his beautiful queen and a concubine. The concubine of Raden Patah was very jealous and envious of the queen, because the queen was so kind and humble to everyone, and everyone liked the queen. Raden Patah's concubine had an evil intention to get rid of the queen from there. One day, the concubine came to the palace healer to ask the healer to help her carry out her evil plan. The next day, the concubine pretending that she are sick, and Raden Patah asked the palace healer to heal the concubine. "Healer, do you know what makes my concubine sick?" asked Raden Patah. And then the healer said, "Sorry, your majesty. It turns out that the disease was due to the concubine's food, which has been poisoned by the queen." Hearing that thing, Raden Patah was so mad and so angry to the queen, and then he asked the Pati to throw the queen out of the palace and kill her. And then after he bring the queen to the forest, he feel bad if he's gonna kill the queen or not. So he just put the queen there and not killing her. Before he get back to the palace, he kill a rabbit and put the rabbit's blood all over his body. So the king gonna think that he already killed the queen. And the king believe it. And without the king knowing, it turns out that the queen was pregnant. And then, a couple months later, she giving a birth to a boy, and she named it Cindelaras. Cindelaras was grow up as a good boy and likes to help his mother. And one day, there is an eagle that the eagle is dropping an egg, and then Cindelaras bring the egg to home. And after a couple days, the egg has finally hatched and become a mighty rooster. This rooster is not just an average rooster. Every day, it always saying, "My master is Cindelaras. He lives in the forest, and he is the son of Raden Patah." Cindelaras asking that thing to his mother, and then his mother explained the truth. Cindelaras was shocked after hearing that and asking a permission to his mom to go to the palace. While he was on the way to the palace, there is so much people who wants to fight Cindelaras rooster. And Cindelaras rooster always win. And the greatness of Cindelaras rooster was heard by the ear of the king Raden Patah, and he invited him to come to the palace. And after Cindelaras arrived at the palace, Raden Patah said, "Hi, young boy. I challenge your rooster to fight my rooster. If your rooster win, I'm gonna give you a half of my throne. But then, if you lose, you have to take care all of the palace rooster for the rest of your life." Hearing that, Cindelaras agree of what the king said, and then the fight begins. After just by a couple minutes, Cindelaras rooster success to dropping the king rooster. And seeing that, Raden Patah thinking that Cindelaras and his rooster was not came from an ordinary circles. Meanwhile, when Raden Patah wanted to ask it, Raden Patah became so shocked because the rooster is saying, "My master is Cindelaras. He lives in the forest, and he is the son of Raden Patah." And then he asked it to the Pati, "Is what I just see and what I just heard is real?" he said. And then, however, the Pati is confirming that it was real, and the healer suddenly being honest and tell the crime of the concubine. And after hearing that thing, the king asked the Pati to arrest the concubine and put her to the prison for the rest of her life. And then he go to the forest to pick the queen back to the palace. And then the queen become the queen again, and then Cindelaras being the next generation of the king. And then that was the story of the legend of Cindelaras. Thank you so much guys for watching it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry if I made a mistake for saying the words and got my word twisting. I'm sorry, I got dyslexic. And thank you so much for Mrs. Ka and for all you guys who watched this to the end. Thanks, goodbye.